and on the MRI and other tests that you have to do. There's no hidden secret. Those of you who would have followed me over the years would know that my husband died because of kidney failure. Just a couple days before my husband died, I just met you and your beautiful wife. And then, you know, you called me and you asked me, he was very sick at that time, and asked me if you would like him to do the body scan. Now, I am aware of the money that he spent on tests. It's the sort of money that he sent getting different tests done here in Trinidad. And I'll tell you something. I remember we had to have the driver bring him, our driver, help him come in, because he was really very sick and very weak. And that one test that you did, you were able to identify what we spent thousands and thousands of dollars on with different tests that he ran and doctors that he went to.
Tens of thousands of dollars.
You did it.
Correct.
In that one scan that he did, that health scan that you did, that you had just started.
Correct.
So I think it is important that people know the kind of money that they are really going to be saving by doing that. And the reason I wanted, and I ask you to allow me to speak about it, is because I know that you're having a special, that you normally do specials for occasions, and for Mother's Day I know that you're doing a special. So perhaps if you could remind the listeners to take advantage.
You know, I want everybody to understand, in today's world, especially Christmas, you'll buy a gift. You give the gift to somebody. They'll smile. They'll act like they like it, but down deep they didn't like the gift. But one thing that you could do for your mother, the best gift you could give your mother, is for her health.
Your mother, your grandmother, your auntie, because there are aunties who have been like mothers. You know, a good friend.
Exactly.
The people who take care of your kids.
And all the mothers.
It's a great gift.
It's only $720 up to Mother's Day. You can get a gift certificate, you can pay in advance, or you can pay as you come. That's not a problem. But the thing is, look at their health. Find out where they're at now. Also, our scan, Zelisa, doesn't just look at what is happening now. It actually looks at your body and tells you what is coming,
so
what is starting to develop.
Excellent.
So now you can prevent what is actually happening within your body. Then in June, I can't forget the men. So for Father's Day,
yeah, nice,
they will have their special.
Okay, great.
Okay?
Good.
But the main thing is actually see what's going on within your body. We even do bone marrow, blood cells. All of this is being scanned, right? So the other day, a doctor told a person they need to do a bone marrow test. Costs $20,000. Well, that's done within the scan. And I wrote down, they did the scan, I wrote down the diagnosis, and they gave it to the doctor.
Excellent.
Okay.
So it's a win-win all around. Take advantage of it. And of course, you could pick up your gift certificates at the relevant offices. They're both
or pay as you come, either way.
Okay, nice, great.
And then classes at the beginning of May. I'm going to announce it next week. I got to sit down with my wife. We're going to work out the dates. 2-day seminars. I can hold up to 150 people at one time. With that, the first seminar, I announced it last week. If you really want to know the process, what it takes to actually let go of these situations, extreme events and traumas that you've experienced, you need to attend this class, because we're going to go so in depth. I want you to bring your paper and pencils. You're also going to get packets, which has all the information in at one time. People, this is something that everybody needs.
You know,
how to let go.
This week, Master Eric, and I'm only bringing this point up because I think it's important that people who are aware that you're holding on to hurt and pain and the baggage, you really need to release it. This week I was at the supermarket shopping with my daughter, and a lady came up to me, a beautiful lady came up to me, and she says, "Are you Zelisa?" And I said yes, and we started a conversation. This lady is a loyal viewer to the program because she had a lot to say about different guests and things like that. So I knew she was familiar with what we were doing here on the program. And she said to me, "Zelisa, you will not believe what your show has been doing for me." And she said her mother died. She was in a broken relationship. She had to relocate from one country to come back here to take care of her mom. And she went on to tell me about the brokenness in her life. And so I had a little conversation with her, and I was telling her about not holding on and allowing her to enjoy this life that she has. And the reason I'm using her as an example, it's because there are so many people out there who are broken, who are hurting, who are holding on to the death of someone, a broken marriage, a child going away, so many different reasons and things and challenges they're facing, and holding themselves back from enjoying life and enjoying the moments and creating a whole new chapter for them in life. And this is ideal so that they could know, because a lot of people simply don't know how to move on. They just don't know, Master Eric. And I was there at one point when I lost Barrett. What I did is put myself and everything that I had energy into every other thing than dealing and coping with it. And that was really wrong. I should have dealt with it, because there are times I myself am very broken as a person, and I find that those times, like on a weekend when I'm home in that environment, so and I want people to know that we deserve to be happy and we deserve to have peace, because I am one of those people as well that perhaps need to know how to let go and move on.
See, you'll go to a psychiatrist, you go to a counselor, you'll go to a preacher or pundit or an imam. They'll all tell you, you have to let go. But they already know that. They just don't know what's the process.
And how to do it. So this
what
is
are
ideal.
the steps?
Give yourself a gift. Give yourself that. You deserve that, to have that freedom and clarity in your life to be you and to blossom. With that, let's go to these important messages.
Hello, Crime Stoppers?
This is Crime Stoppers. Please share only your crime information.
I want to report a crime, but I need to make sure it will not be traced back to me.
Caller, I assure you, there's no record of this call other than the information you give us and the tip number I assign you for you to call back and check on your reward. This system has worked in 26 countries for more than...
Welcome to OATS, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans, which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
Visit Fab India Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford gas station, Shogunas. Get the latest fashion, Indian and Western garments, and just in time for Eid, we've got Islamic wear available. Getting married or attending a wedding? Then this is the place for you. From bridal to elegant wear with matching jewelry and footwear. Curtains starting at $4 for $100. Also available shirts, belts, watches, wallets, sportswear, and ladies tops. Need to pick up lunch or dinner? Well, check our food court. All available at the Fab India Expo from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Final few booths left at the Mid-Center Mall Mid-Year Flea Market. Call 340-6565. Starting the 6th of May until the 30th of May. Call now to book your spot. 340-6565.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trin-City. Super Quality Supermarket.
The Gandhi Memorial APS Vedic School presents Grand Bazaar, April 30th, 2023 from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Located in Aranguez Main Road. Come join us and have some fun. Lots of giveaways, games, cakes, candies, food stalls, haunted house, face painting, and much, much more. Come on down, bring the family. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. I'm Zelisa in conversation with Master Eric. Our program coming to us with the kind compliments of Oats Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. They are located LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunapare and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354 4459 497-7226. Those numbers again for those who are, listening on radio. 354-449-497-7226. Master Eric, welcome back to the program. Now I'm going to put you on the spot here again. I like to do this. You came to Trinidad 30 years plus ago to this country. You fell in love with Trinidad. You came here because of crime. That's your strength. One of your strengths. And that's what brought you to Trinidad. So you've been living here 30 years plus. We all know that we're bombarded in this country when it comes to crime and the situation. No hidden fact. And I'm not going to butter it up or put it in under the carpet or put it in the back burner. I am going to be one of those people that will talk about it to remind people to be careful. What is your perspective on what's happening in Trinidad and Tobago when it comes to crime?
Well, first of all, this shouldn't be tolerated one bit. It's being tolerated. It's being catered to. Excuses. One thing that I can't understand, Zelisa, there is a method. There is a clear method that can be introduced in this country. Remember, now before I start going on, I want people to know a little bit about my background. Otherwise they'll say, oh, Master Eric's just talking off the cuff.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, 17 and a half years in the military, special ops. Also, I graduated the Military Police Academy, the Military Corrections Academy.
Corrections.
I also graduated Military Logistics Management College. I graduated Military Nuclear Science Academy. So what I'm saying, so I'm not going to talk off the cuff. There are methods that you can introduce. You cannot be introducing a crime solution based on 2 sectors within the government. It will not work, Zelisa. It will not work. People are seeing it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked since I've been here. It's not going to work. I don't care what they say, what they promise you. It will not work. And once the people, whichever government is in power, I'm not slamming governments. I'm not slamming governments. Also, people are a part of this, Zelisa. When you allow certain things in what's happening in the crime situation today to become a norm, that becomes dangerous. There should be no tolerance at all. I hear people say, well, this race is being affected, this race is being affected. Every race in Trinidad and Tobago is being affected by this. Number two, Zelisa, when certain things are put in place, there is no room for error.
No, Master Eric, let me say this, sir.
I want to go deeper,
Oh,
but I know
please.
we have to have a
Yeah,
full program on it.
We really, I would
And
really
we're gonna shake
like
people
you.
up in
I mean,
Trinidad.
if I have to bring you back another day, I mean, I want to get you on Kieran's show on the People's Platform to talk about it on
'Cause I'm
radio.
just hearing
But
nonsense.
I also feel that I would like to have you on conversations as well, and on the, because we simulcast in 2 TV stations and a radio station. It's important because a lot of people think that the crime is only about ammunition and drugs and guns and weapons.
It's not.
But it's not. Let me tell you the message this morning that I got. Bomb scare by Bishop Sanitary Girls School in Woodbrook. A bomb scare this morning. News just in. 2 gunmen just ran in Belmont Secondary. Some classes are being evacuated at this time. Police on the scene. These are schools our children are attending. This morning, Kieran and Chanel, who is head of our news department, who would deliver the news, they have a weekend review. And when they reviewed, a fruit vendor was shot dead. And
Watermelon, correct?
A watermelon, yes, you're very correct. And let me tell you something, I was saying on radio that it caught my attention. Then, I would go to a vendor every week, a fruit vendor, and I would take my daughter out. I can't leave her in the car. So it's a good opportunity as well for us to go shopping for fruits, and we make decisions. So this week we'll have some fruit. These are the fruits we'll have this week, and every week that's what we do. It's just not safe for me to do that anymore.
Well, see, this is the perspective. Why do you think a lot of people are migrating? A lot of companies,
Everybody's
the owners
trying to
are
get their
migrating
children.
and running the companies remote.
Do you know how many
know?
people I know,
Yeah.
I personally know, are getting out of, or getting their children out of Trinidad because they're afraid of what's happening?
See, Zelisa, this is where we need, I've done this before on other stations,
Yeah.
and we had 2 hours, and it still wasn't long enough.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going into specifics, because you don't want to let out item by item what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? But let me tell you something. From 99, 98, on up to now, we've had people promote Operation Anaconda. You remember that years ago?
Yeah.
And you have all these operations they're doing. Even within the last 8 years, broken glass theory, all of that. It's not going to work.
How many
See,
more?
their theory, their plan of attack, the levels that they're trying to focus on is irrelevant. So then you have to wonder, what's behind it, Zelisa? What's behind it that they're not implementing the proper plan? Is there an agenda? I hope not. I do have some faith in certain people. And we do have certain people in this island, Zelisa, that wants to do good.
Yeah.
Then we have a lot that don't care about the country.
I don't know
So-
how many innocent lives will be taken before we realize this is serious.
Zelisa, in the criminal mind, even in what they call white-collar crime, they don't look at you as an individual.
How many
They
more
just
must
look at you as a
die?
number.
How many
And
lost
as long
lives?
as the profits are rolling in, they're happy, right? But what needs to be introduced, you know how you put a tire clamp onto a wheel
Yeah.
to where you can't tow it?
Yeah.
That crime plan will be like an iron clamp on crime here in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, What's also happening is I'm hearing people promote, we have a detection rate, we have a detection rate of this, we have a detection rate. That don't even make sense if you don't have a conviction rate.
Understood.
What are we doing? Rotating them back out into the public? Sometimes when you hear them and they arrest somebody, oh, he has 20 warrants.
Yeah.
Well, why is he on the street in the first place? You understand?
Agreed. Point taken.
Everything has to be revamped at one time.
Point taken.
So when you give me that privilege to come on, I'm going to bring the documentation.
Great.
And we're going to go through it. And I want people in this country to know what could be, and it is not now.
Yeah, great.
And then they have to make the decision why.
So first I'm making arrangements for you to be on the People's Platform with Kiran. I'll speak to Kiran today. And then I'll make arrangements, you know, for you to come and designate one day here with us other than the Friday to talk about crime. Because I really feel we need to
Zelisa,
develop
I want
talk
people
about
to
it.
understand something.
I really feel we need to.
I stayed in Trinidad, and I was asked by the big businessmen, because I was very big in crime and electronics, right? And that's why the government brought me down in the first place, right? I love this country.
Yeah.
I love Trinidad and Tobago. But this is not the country I came to.
Yeah.
And it is changing for the worst.
Yeah.
Now, you have crime in every category.
Every category.
And it has to be addressed at every level.
Yeah, we've got to go to this break, Master Eric.
Talk to me.
No, that's all right. We're grateful because, I mean, I brought it up. This, of course, our program coming to us with the kind compliments of Oates, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. They are located LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupé. Let's get that picture up, please. Opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Their numbers are 354-4459, 354-4459, 497-7226, 497-7226. Let's go to these important messages. When we return, we continue our conversation with Master Eric. And of course, you can send me your WhatsApp messages at 384-7142 if you may have any questions or concerns. Stay with us.
Welcome to Oates, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans, which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
On Saturday, 6th May, at the Center of Excellence, Mokoya, the Massive Tank Productions bring to you a night of memories with Abhijit. Abhijit, live in concert. For info, call 757-8265. General admission, $300. VIP, $500. Brought to you in part by Genspec, Extra Foods, Guardian Media, Cost Cutter Supermarket, Blue Waters. Playback singer, Abhijit, live in concert. Saturday, 6th May, at the Center of Excellence, Mokoya. Powered by the Massive Tank.
Hi, I'm Senior Superintendent Michael Peer, and today I want to tell you about making yourself a hard target. You know, soft targets make easy targets. These vulnerable looking individuals are likely distracted or lost, or even not aware of what's taking place around them. Criminals seek out these individuals because they are less likely to react or defend themselves before the criminal can get away. In making yourself a hard target, remember these 4 principles. Increase your awareness of dangerous situations. Use intuition to assess the risk posed by people, and situations you encounter. Avoid myths and denial that can cause you to let down your guard. Become a difficult target for criminals, so they move on and leave you alone.
Visit Agri Savers Limited, number 19 Orange Grove Trace, St. Augustine, for all your agriculture, livestock, pet, agri-equipment, hydroponics, cannabis, fishing tackle supplies, and much more. Open Monday to Friday 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Contact 473-6074, 663-1094. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
I am Senior Superintendent Michael Pierre.
Good day, everyone. My name is Sajina Kadir, attorney at law.
And today we are here to speak of the Community Justice Clinic, an initiative under the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service.
The Community Justice Clinic is a collaborative initiative between the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service and a growing team of attorneys to provide free legal service to members of the public as it relates to matrimonial grievances, domestic violence, divorce, custody, access, maintenance, land, estate, and any non-criminal matters.
On the 29th of April 2023, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Community Justice Clinic will be launching Legal Access 10. On this day, 10 legal clinics will be conducted, one in each of the 10 policing divisions in Trinidad and Tobago. We will be at the Debe Hindu School, the Separia Community Center, the Presentation College Shogunas, the Orupun Police Youth Club, the Karanaj Police Youth Club, the St. Clair Police Youth Club, the Sandy Grande Police Youth Club, the Maloney Police Youth Club, the Mova Police Youth Club, and Shore Park Cultural Complex. This will be between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. on that date.
All members of the public can attend any of these locations. No registration is required. For further information, please contact 480-1421. Take advantage of the free service being offered on April 29, 2023.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa, in conversation with Master Eric, and our program coming to us with the kind compliments of Oates, that is Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, with locations LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupare, that's the location in Cunupare, and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone 354-4459 497-7226. Welcome back, Master Eric.
Thank you.
And I want to read this message that came in. And for those of you, if you would like to join in on the conversation or you have a question, then you can send me a WhatsApp message to 384-7142. Please get that number up, 384-7142. That's 384-7142. I'll read it to Master Eric. Master, listen to this. Good morning, Master Eric and Zelisa. Majority of crime comes from the tribe of people. Don't you feel that the devil on their side? What is your take on this?
Well, if you really want an answer, this wasn't planned. I don't know who wrote that. I will answer this, but tonight, podcast, and we're going to class what is the classification of evil. Remember I told you that before the show. We're going to be talking about that. But
so let me just remind all of our viewers, all of our listeners, right after our major newscast on U975 FM at 6 o'clock, we're going to go straight to the podcast. So the podcast will be on U975 FM right after our newscast, 6 until 7:10 or so, I believe. And then we've got an outside broadcast. So look forward to that. What is classified as evil? That's the podcast with Master Eric from 6 until a little after 7, yeah, on 975 FM. So tune in, because a lot of people complain, well, I can't pick up the podcast, I don't have, whatever. So now you can listen on 975 FM to the podcast, all right?
So I want you just to say the last part of that question one more time.
The last question was, do you feel that the devil on their side, meaning the...
All right. So let me clarify this one time. The devil, technically, is on everybody's side. The reason I'm saying that, the devil doesn't make you commit an act. The devil provides the temptation to do the act.
Right.
Now it is up to your free will of choice
Exactly.
to either not do it
Or do it.
or do it. So we can't keep blaming the devil for what we do as an individual. Everything we do as an individual is called individual accountability. We're going to have to answer one day. Now, it could be in court here too. But when we leave here, we can't blame no one but ourselves for what we've done in this life.
Yeah.
Now,
and I feel allow me to say this, it means as well that you had to take all those people that killing people and instilling fear and stealing and robbing and doing all these wrong things. Let me tell you something, those of you who doing it, you took God out of your thoughts. You had to take God out of your thoughts in order to be doing all these wrong things.
see, Zelisa, I want people to understand. Now, before I move on, there are people here in Trinidad that is using obia to commit crime.
You know, this week,
And we've
Dr.
stopped a few of them.
Pastor Dutton said it. He said it, that there is a lot of evil, and there are people, these people drinking blood. He said it on the program this week.
Yeah.
That they're doing a lot of, or like you say, obia or evil things.
Human sacrifices.
It's happening.
Is being done right here. What I'm saying, and
You see it
get
every
this,
day.
see? The pastors, the pundits, the imams, everybody knows this is going on, right? Why aren't they coming to get trained? You have to know obia to fight it. And people they don't want to come, Zelisa. I've invited for the last 2 years for these preachers, pundits, imams, to come and start learning so you can help your own people in your own church.
So, Master, do you think it's fair for their lives, or is it that it's ignorance, that thinking, I'm not going to delve in something like that because I don't want to be part of it?
The main problem why they're not coming, ego, pride. They think it's going to show weakness that they come. Let me tell you something, it's the opposite. If you're showing your flock that you are willing to learn something that you weren't taught, so you could help them themselves, you're going to look like a king or a queen if it's a female pastor, right? But they're not doing it. So we're bogged down to where we're having to try to do everything, and then people are complaining because it's taking so long to do something, but you've got 1.4 million people and you only have one team. It takes a lot to deal.
And you also have a lot of people who come in internationally as well.
Correct. We just had some this week fly in again. But what I'm trying to say is, Lisa, there are demonic possessions in some of these killings.
Yeah.
Now, what are you doing with those people if you convict them? With that demon, you're putting them right into the population of the prison.
Okay.
They're going to multiply.
Before we go to this break, let me read this to you. Good morning, Zelisa and Master Eric. Can the OATS program help a stroke patient who is recovering slowly but getting there? If so, I will request that for Mother's Day. Could you respond to that, please?
Yes, stroke victims, when they have restriction of movement. Let's say the stroke just happened within a couple months. Yes, we also regenerate the cells to where it'll actually heal quicker. Number two, we are providing the treatment, not therapy, that will actually bring that movement back, the actual feeling. Sometimes people feel numb.
Okay.
They can't feel the limb.
Yeah, but apparently
But
this
we're bringing it
person
back.
is coming along slowly, getting there, but so this will just perhaps have progress
Correct.
faster. Okay, great. With that being said, our program coming to us with the kind compliments of Oates Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. They are located LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupere, opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers 354-4459, 497-7226. And to that particular person that sent in the question, look at this ad now from Oates. You'll have a greater understanding of what the scan is all about and how it can help your loved one. Let's go to this ad.
Welcome to Oates Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans, which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
Visit Fab India Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas. Get the latest fashion, Indian and Western garments, and just in time for Eid, we've got Islamic wear available. Getting married or attending a wedding? Then this is the place for you. From bridal to elegant wear with matching jewelry and footwear. Curtains starting at $4 for $100. Also available shirts, belts, watches, wallets, sportswear, and ladies' tops. Need to pick up lunch or dinner? Well, check our food court. All available at the Fab India Expo from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Final few booths left at the Mid-Center Mall Mid-Year Flea Market. Call 340-6565. Starting the 6th of May until the 30th of May. Call now to book your spot. 340-6565.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Shogunas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket. Tile Expression Limited, the #1 leader in tiles. Large stock, unbeatable prices, wide variety of porcelain tiles, ceramic tiles, wall and floor tiles, residential and commercial, granite and quartz countertops. Best quality from Spain, Italy, Brazil, India and China. Tile Expression Limited, conveniently located Monroe Road, Cunupere. Telephone 693-0015 or 223-TILE.
The Gandhi Memorial APS Vedic School Breezes Grand Bazaar, April 30th, 2023 from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Located in Aranguez Main Road. Come join us and have some fun. Lots of giveaways, games, cakes, candies, food stalls, haunted house, face painting, and much, much more. Come on down, bring the family. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome back to the program, Conversations with Zelisa, in conversation with Master Eric, a program coming to us with the kind compliments of Oates Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, located LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupia and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers 354-4459 497 7226. Master Eric, welcome back.
Thank you. And I was going to talk about faith and I was going to talk about belief today, but we'll get into that in another. But this kind of goes into this. I do have faith.
So do I, yeah?
That this country can turn around.
I think anything is possible if we really put energy into it.
But the thing is, Zelisa, here's the problem. Do people want change? A lot of people does not want change. A lot of businesses.
They talk, Master Eric. Talk. Talk is cheap.
Exactly. There's no action. That's why I don't listen to the news anymore. I want people to understand. Action, implementation, and conviction with the right sentences and the right implementation is going to bring it down. We should put our heads in the sand in disgrace that Trinidad is ranked 6th in the world.
It's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
And you know, Master Eric, I also believe that the authorities, and I'll say this with conviction, I find the authorities should put their differences behind and work together on a common goal to save this country. Right? You have Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar, pleading with the Prime Minister, let's work together, let's team up and save this country. Put your differences beside and understand that you need to have a master plan, work together as a team and fix it.
Well, here's the next thing, Zelisa. You have all these so-called consultants that are briefing both parties. They're the same consultants that was still involved in 1999. If nothing is happening, fire them. Get rid of them. Bring in the solutions and implement them. Like I said, Zelisa, if the parties do not come together and the right things are not implemented, then what is the agenda? That is the question everybody has to ask. I have nothing against either party. I don't even get in politics.
Yeah.
Whoever needs help, you help.
Right.
Right? But you have to let this racism, this tribal politics, and throw it out the door, because that's how they win.
Stop it now. Stop it. I agree with you.
We don't need racism. Nothing like this in this country.
This person, thank you, Zelisa and Master Eric. This person is a person who asked about the program. The person got the stroke in 2018, but trying. So good. Then make an appointment, call.
Give us a call.
The numbers, let me remind you of the numbers, 354-4459 or 497-7226. The numbers are up on the television screen. Call, make an appointment, and be yourself again. Great.
So, in the last minute or two, I want to let people know there is hope. There's going to be hope. And let me tell you something. Good things come to those who wait. I think the country's waited long enough, Zelisa. Good things need to come back in the country. And we were talking during break. You can't get nothing done unless you pay a bribe. It is in all ranks of society.
You're so right. It's disgusting.
So what I'm trying to say, it's become a norm. We talked about that earlier. When I first came to Trinidad, one murder was big talk.
Yeah.
Now it's become a norm.
Yeah.
2 has become a norm.
Yeah.
3 has become a norm. Nothing should become a norm when it comes to the health and safety of anyone in this country.
You know, I'm not sure what I'm getting. I'm getting a message bomb. I'm not sure. I stand to be corrected here, but I'm just seeing this message coming in. So again, I'm just saying this is a message. I'm not sure if it's accurate or not. So I do not want you to take it out of context. Bomb scare in most schools this morning. And then another message, be careful, this is a cry wolf situation, so that the next time when the threat is real, they're hoping it won't be taken seriously. These threats are as terrorism, even though there are no actual bomb. The entire country, commerce, traffic and productivity and international reputation are being negatively affected by this. So true. What is happening, boy?
Now see, Zelisa, we have a lot of copycats.
Yeah.
And they're seeing what's happening abroad, and they're going to try to bring that same scare tactic down here. But let me tell you something. People don't scare easy. You think you're scaring people. You're not scaring people. If they want to play the game, play the game. See, this is where they're lacking in the administration. They may quote me out of text and say I'm saying it's a game. It's not a game. The criminals are making it into a game. And right now they're going to checkmate you if you don't do the right tactic. So, Zelisa, tonight, podcast.
Yes.
What is classed as evil? And it's going to blow people's minds.
Great. So, for those of you near and far throughout the world, because we've got listeners on the radio station in particular from people throughout the world, remember the podcast is on U975 FM Multicultural Radio, as well as the different platforms like Conversations with Zelisa TT.
And also Master Eric on YouTube.
Yes, so you could pick it up
So
there.
tune in tonight. If you have questions, write in. We're going to answer your questions. Next week, I'm going to have a pundit on as a guest.
On the show?
On the podcast.
Great. Oh, nice.
And we're going to get into some questions and answers.
Very good. Very good.
You know, we're going to start getting into that aspect.
Your closing comments.
Again, God's great. I don't care what religion you are. God's real. God's great. And if everybody would look to Him and everybody pull together, everybody stand up for what's right, and get rid of the nonsense that's playing on in this country and other countries around the world. Do you know if everybody pulled together, especially the religious institutions, you can stop what's going on. But the problem is, people believe in segregation, Zelisa. But if every religious institution came together, all this nonsense we're hearing worldwide would stop.
This is why
you can make a change.
This is why I support Dr. Pastor Clive Dutton, and I will openly say it, I support him. You know why? Because he is a man of integrity, and he stands, it doesn't matter whether you're Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Catholic, Buddhist, Buddhist, whatever. You know, he works with everyone. And I admire that.
So maybe it's about time that me and him come together.
Yes.
And we start pushing forward.
Yes.
And let the other ones start coming in together.
You remember when he wanted a stove for a family, you and your wife step up and donated that stove. You remember that?
Yeah.
So I really feel you should work, because he is someone who is willing to work with anybody to help save children. Just on Saturday, there was a big march that he headed. He was the head of that, and he put that entire thing together.
The march is great. Crime. You're being seen, you're being heard. But that isn't the main problem.
Yeah.
We got to get the law, the action, the agencies, everything on the right track.
Agree. We all have to put our differences aside and work together as one team, one unit, to make it happen and get that change. I totally agree and stand with that as well. With that being said, I thank you kindly. God bless you. We look forward to you joining us next week, and to your management and staff, all those at Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. You know, God's choices, blessings. You all are doing a marvelous job in reaching out and transforming lives and helping people find, hope and peace and love and good health. So, with that, thank you. They are located LP 78 Monroe Road in Kunupe and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Those contact numbers are 354-4459, 497-7226. Let me remind you, my friends, with God, all things are possible.
True.
I am Zelisa Budusing Rupani. Thank you so much for choosing us. Have yourselves a great day. Be safe, be happy. Respect the law of the land.